This is a true story. There's a hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, that was never meant to exist as long as it has. Locals call it the Crescent. Tourists call it beautiful. But those who've worked there call it something else entirely. Alive. For over a century, the Crescent Hotel has been dubbed America's most haunted hotel. But what most people don't know is that the hauntings may not just be ghosts. They may be evidence of something that never ended. It started with whispers, guests reporting footsteps in empty hallways, doors slamming in rooms that had no keys. Housekeepers told stories of a woman in a Victorian gown drifting through the lobby, her eyes glowing faintly blue. Others claimed to see men in old medical coats wandering the basement, carrying strange metal trays. When questioned, the staff would just smile nervously and say, "That's just Norman." But Norman Baker had been dead for decades. Back in the 1930s, the Crescent wasn't a hotel at all. It was a hospital run by a man named Dr. Norman Baker, a radio personality who claimed he could cure cancer without surgery. He wore lavender suits and called himself a genius. But his cures were nothing more than poison. Hundreds of patients came. Most never left. Locals whispered that the walls themselves absorbed the pain, that every brick was steeped in suffering. When the hospital was shut down, the building was simply cleaned, painted, and reopened as a luxury hotel. Decades later, strange things began again. Guests on the third floor reported hearing moaning at night. One tourist said he saw a nurse pushing an empty wheelchair down the hall, only for it to roll on its own when he blinked. The kitchen staff complained of flickering lights, doors locking by themselves, and one employee, a night guard, quit after seeing a man in white standing at the bottom of the staircase, watching him breathe. Security footage captured something too. A faint human figure in front of room 218, standing still for 6 minutes before fading into the wall. But here's where it gets darker. In 2019, a maintenance crew repairing a section of the hotel's foundation uncovered hundreds of glass jars buried beneath the floor. Inside, preserved organs, bones, and fragments of labels that read Baker Hospital. The jars were quickly removed by authorities. No official report was ever released. Guests who asked about the find were told it was part of a, quote, museum display project. But no such project was ever announced. And soon after, staff members who handled the remains began reporting violent nightmares. One claimed to wake up with bruises shaped like handprints across his arms. To this day, the Crescent Hotel operates normally. Weddings, spa retreats, happy tourists. But tourists still talk about what happens at night. Lights flicker in empty rooms. Phones ring from disconnected lines. And sometimes, when guests take the elevator to the basement, it stops halfway, doors open, and there's a figure waiting inside. No one's ever been able to describe his face, only that he wears a lavender suit. Every year, people visit the Crescent hoping to see a ghost. But if you ever stay there, and you hear knocking at your door around 3 a.m., don't open it, because Dr. Baker never left. He just found new patients.